Hello Virgo, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Virgo. How you doing? I hope you're well. Welcome to the new week. I am here to do 3 hands for you this week. We're going to talk about finances, career, and love. So let's get to it. Let's find out what's going on. Virgo, welcome here. Thank you so much for clicking here. I hope you'll stay if you are brand new. Thanks for coming back if you are my ride or die. And at the end of this video, there will be an extended, I will tell you how to get to the extended if you want to, and I will talk about all of the private reading sales that are on right now, up until the 20th here, for pre-recorded and live private reads. Right. We're going to go with finances first here. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about finances for Virgo. We've got the King of Swords. It's a good card to start with. We've got the Strength card. We've got the Seven of Swords. You're sorting through some things here. I think, Virgo, you're being really honest with yourself and trying to find the courage to sort through some things that you haven't looked at in a really long time about your finances. Look, it could be all of the subscriptions we do, right? Look, we're in a world of subscriptions. I just did this. I think it took me 2 weeks to go through all the subscriptions that I have, because sometimes I lose track of them. And so, oh, was it that website or was it this website? And then I have to go through my bank statements and find out where it's coming from. What's the name of the company? I feel like that's what you're doing. It feels like you are looking at your finances really closely here and making a lot of decisions. You used to hold back on this. I think that you've been sort of ignoring it just a little bit. There's the Tower. I think something comes up and maybe something comes out of your account that it's a bigger amount than you were counting on, and I feel like it puts a big dent in your bank account and you're like, wait a second, I thought I canceled that subscription. And so I feel like you need to take action immediately. So the Tower being here, tell me more. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. So look, it's working up for you here. So I feel like financially here, we're talking about really getting sharp or honing in on whatever it is that you need to do. And, you know, maybe it's not that you need a raise. I mean, it would always be nice to have a raise. None of us are ever going to say no. It would be nice to have a raise. But I think the way you get the raise is by going through the books, I want to say. And whether you're a business owner or not, it's time to go through the books. It's time to go through the subscriptions. Where's my money going? What am I spending my money on? How much am I spending on entertainment, as opposed to, like, when I buy the groceries, $300, you know, am I actually eating all the groceries, or do I buy the groceries and then do I go out and eat and let all the vegetables rot in the fridge? It feels like you're really going over it with a fine-tooth comb and really being honest with yourself about where your financial pitfalls are. I'm going to say that it feels like they're potholes. That's what I'm seeing in my head. It feels like you're looking for the financial potholes. The Tower here is stimulating the mind. I feel like it's a realization that I've really got to take care of this, because the Seven of Swords is telling me that you haven't looked it over in quite some time. And I feel like the Two of Wands is telling me that, you know, something happens that you didn't expect to happen, and because it was under the surface, and it does feel like it's like a big amount of money that comes out of your account. Or maybe I thought that I had canceled that thing. I thought I already made the last payment on the car. They just took another mortgage payment. I thought the house was paid off. It seems like something that is noticeable. It might be a large amount of money for you, because the Ten of Pentacles is here. So the Tower and the Ten of Pentacles tells me it might be a hit to your finances, understand. It might be something that, you know, the universe is just shaking you to try and get you to pay attention, I think is what it is. So you're being asked to pay attention and take action on something here. We do have the Ten of Wands in the bottom of the deck. I feel like maybe it's, you know, it's going to release some pressure. It feels like it's going to release some financial pressure for you, that you really need to sort of look over this with a fine-tooth comb with the King of Swords here. You really need to look over it. And if it is something like they've been taking a car payment for the last 3 months, and I thought I paid the car off back 3 months ago, you might have to get the law involved. You might have to get some legal advice. It does feel like it's like something that flags you but shakes you down just a little bit by giving an impact to your finances. Now, understand, I don't think it's a major impact to your finances. I don't think it's thousands of dollars, but I think it's a payment for something, maybe $500. You know what I mean? It's a payment that's enough to shake you and say, wait a second, I thought I already made the last payment on that. Tell me about the Strength card. Why have you been holding back from looking at this? Because I think you've been thinking about it, because the King of Swords is here. I think you've been thinking about it, but the King of Swords holds a sword, and then we have the 7, which is eight swords. So you've been thinking about it, but you've been holding back from it, not doing anything, being caught in the mind, or thinking about it and not taking action. The Two of Wands is asking you to have a plan to take action here. Tell me about the Strength card. We've got the High Priestess. Yeah, it's been bothering you. It's been tugging at you, I think. And the Five of Wands is here. You didn't want to deal with it, is what it is. But I think that the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, yeah, the Knight of Cups is saying, this is part of your self-care. This is part of loving yourself. Really, it is. Some people feel like having, the money to go out and spend $150 on a meal 3 times a week is self-care. But I think really the self-care is going over the finances so you don't have stress about money later. Because the King of Swords is always in control of the mind, right? The kings are always have mastered something. And so I think it's asking you to take control or master your finances here, because the High Priestess being here, touching with the King, that's how I blend the energies here. The King and the High Priestess is telling me this has been tugging on your intuition. You got to get this done, Virgo. But I think that you've been avoiding it. Tell me what the plan is here. Tell me about the Two of Wands. What's the plan here for Virgo? Their finances. How are you going to take hold of this? Page of Cups. You're going to do something new. Four of Swords. You're going to get clarity, stability of the mind. And then the Nine of Cups is I'm going to make myself happy with my finances. The wish fulfillment card is here, but understand that the nines are all about doing it yourself. And I feel like you need to get yourself in a happy place as it pertains to your finances. There you go. You got to take control, my friend. And I was talking about being in control because the King of Swords is part of the Emperor energy. The Emperor is somebody who's solid and sturdy, somebody who trusts their own intuition, but also somebody who's taking accountability, right? The Emperor is always holding people's feet to the fire, and you got to hold your own feet to the fire before you get this financial impact here. This is where you're headed if you don't take care of it right away, to this financial impact here. It is something that you've let go. And I feel like, yeah, the Hierophant's here for structure. The Five of Pentacles is I've let it go. I've been disconnected from it. I've not looked at it, and it could definitely impact you financially. Four of Wands tells me here that if you take care of it, I feel like you'll be okay. I feel like it will be stable. But if you don't take care of it, I feel like the Five of Pentacles ensues with the Hierophant, which is I've been staying on this path and I've been disconnected from my money, but now I've got to take the impact to my finances. We've got the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. It might be by half. If you have $1,000 in the bank, maybe you'll end up with 500. You know what I mean? So I feel like you really need to take care of something. Queen of Pentacles is here, and the Queen of Pentacles is always about stability, financial stability. Maybe eating out has been hard on your health, so I feel like you're going to be taking better care of your health by eating at home, preparing meals at home. It feels like you're being asked to really look at things deeply and make a decision with the Judgment card about what you're going to do next. Because I feel like you've been living in this comfort zone of having whatever you want when you want it, but I really do feel like it's been impacting your finances, and it's time for you to look over them. All right, let's look at career for you. Tell me about career for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Virgo and their career. Tell me about Virgo's career, please. What do we need to know about career for Virgo? We've got the Two of Cups. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. And we've got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Five of Wands. We've got the Empress. Oh, you're trying to make a decision, I feel, about possibly leaving a job that you've been at for a while. We've got the Three of Swords in the reverse. It feels like you have been thinking about taking a leap into the future here. I want to say that wherever you are right now, Virgo, you likely make enough money, I'm going to say. So I don't know that money is the reason that you would change your career mid-flight. I'm saying mid-flight because I'm seeing those the Eight of Wands flying here. I think that the reason that you might, I feel like you make enough money, so I feel like you have enough, the Queen of Pentacles is here, you have enough stature, I feel like you have enough tenure, you have, your job, you're really good at it, you're the subject matter expert, and I feel like the next thing is to find something that you really love. Now, I think that you love what you do, and I feel like you're being paid enough, but I feel like there is something in the future that I feel is going to suit you better. It feels like it's going to give you more stability. I'm looking at the Empress here. So it's going to give you more stability. It's going to give you more money. It's going to allow you to have a creative side. It's going to allow you to birth something new. So possibly the step you take from here is, I've always wanted to turn my side gig into a business. And so it feels like you're kind of fighting with yourself here. It feels like in the week ahead here, you might be arguing with yourself, having an internal conflicting conversation with yourself. The Queen of Swords is here. And so I think that somebody here is on the precipice of quitting their job to do something that possibly they might love more, or something that might be more compatible with your idea of creativity, with your idea of what makes you happy, your idea of being in the flow. I want to say with the Two of Cups here, something that you might also love, but something that might take you from this Queen of Pentacles, which is a great place to be financially, by the way, but it's going to take you to this Empress level, whether you're feminine or masculine. This is a lot of abundance. This is a lot of stability. This also gives flexibility because of Libra, right? It gives you a little bit of flexibility to have a little more stability in your life. And so I don't think you're going to have to give up any of your financials in order to have this flexibility, but I feel like the problem is it's going to take a leap, or it's going to take you leaving your job in mid-flight. I'm going to say that it feels like there is something in the future here that is kind of giving you this energy of that Three of Swords in the reverse. It's like it could be disappointing, but will it be? Should I take the leap anyway? This is Sagittarius energy, right? Should I take the leap anyway? Should I go for it? Should I go for it? And I feel like you are going to go for it. Yeah. It feels like wherever you are right now, I want to say, is making enough money for you, but I feel like you're just not willing to work that hard for it. I feel like the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that you've worked hard enough, and now it's time for you to let go of some of your the burdens that you've been carrying with the place that you've been working at. I don't think that it's really a place where that you feel like you'll be heartbroken if you leave. I don't think that's it. But I feel like you're going to be having a breakthrough or a realization that possibly you've reached the glass ceiling. Maybe it's time to let it go. Maybe it's time for me to move into the future with something different here. Tell me about this Eight of Wands, the career, because I feel like this is a really good transition for you here, but it might be a hard transition because it's going to happen quickly, I think. Once you make the decision, it happens quickly. Yeah, I feel like there's something under the surface here that will make you a lot happier. We've got the Queen and the King of Pentacles. It feels like the King of Pentacles is the person who has all of the material wealth. And although the Queen of Pentacles does also have material wealth, the King is the one who has enough to be able to support themselves and others. Also, I feel like you're in a place in your life where you just want to give more. You want to give more to your community, give more. Like, it feels like maybe you're looking for a spouse. You're looking for someone who can match you in your energy. You're looking for someone that you can be, now that you are financially well off. For some of you, maybe, I'm not saying that you're a millionaire, but I'm saying is you're paying all the bills, you maybe carry a mortgage, you carry the house. Maybe you're in a place now where you're ready for a relationship, but I feel like you are looking for someone who matches you, who does have a respect for money, who does have their own wealth, their own finances. I feel like it's time for you to move. You need a new adventure. It feels like here with the Nine of Cups being here, it feels like you're looking for wish fulfillment now. You're not just looking for a job, you're in a career, and you're looking for wish fulfillment in a career. Tell me about this. Yeah. King of Swords is making a decision, making a clear decision, but not really telling anyone just yet. The Seven of Pentacles is, I've been waiting to do this. I've been waiting, the King of Swords doesn't move quickly. This is Aquarius energy, Libra and Gemini in this general reading. But the King of Swords doesn't make decisions quickly, but makes decisions through precision. So I feel like this Seven of Pentacles tells me that you've been waiting for the right time. Waiting for the right time, not really telling anybody, making your plans under the surface. But the Seven of Pentacles is also throwing your seeds of intention and then watching them grow, nurturing them. So I feel like you already have an intention to go. It's just that you need to pick the right time. You're looking for the right time to move into the future to do what you want. We do have the King and the Queen of Swords here. It feels like you know somebody because we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Swords. I feel like you find something an opportunity through somebody that you know, is what it feels like here. Through word of mouth, right? I'm talking about the King and the Queen of Swords. Through somebody that's in your industry. And I think that's what takes you from this place of sort of arguing with yourself or having an inner conflict about, but I really do love what I do, to this place of the Empress energy here. Yep, you've been holding back just a little bit. We've got the Hermit energy. They give you something to think about. Feels like there is a new path that's opening up here that's kind of really exciting, that I think you want to take a leap of faith into. The Page of Wands is taking a risk, but we do have the King of Swords here, so I think it's an educated risk. I feel like you're having a job change, but it's something that's going to be refreshing that you've been wanting to do for a while. Look, maybe you are a person who is so good at what you do, because you are the person who's got the analytics and goes over everything and subject matter expert. Maybe you're going to teach that now. And if you are, I feel like this is the right time, because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and that is destiny for expansion and abundance. And the Empress being in your reading as well is all of that. So I feel like this is the right time for you, my friend. All right, let's look at love. Tell me about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about love for Virgo. Tell me about love, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Tell me about Virgo. Virgo, we've got the Knight of Wands. Oh, High Priestess. Somebody is revealing themselves. We've got the Four of Swords. Somebody's revealing that they have an attraction to you. Now, whether that's through a look or whether that's through somebody saying something, I feel like somebody does have an attraction for you, but they're not saying so. And I think when the Four of Swords comes up for me, the Three of Swords is here, but look, we got the fourth sword on the floor, and it feels like with it being on its side, it's because I don't know what to say. I've been trying to think about what to say. Somebody here doesn't want to lose an opportunity with you. They've been trying to figure out how to reveal that they are quite taken with you. They think you're quite sexy. I feel like there's a passionate connection here, and somebody is trying to make a decision, Two of Pentacles, as to what to say in the 3D. I need to stop thinking about this and say it. I need to make it reality in the 3D. We do have the Three of Wands. I feel like somebody here is looking at you as a long-term connection. So they're looking at you as the future. They can sort of see into the future about how it would be with you. And I think literally, because the high priestess is here in the reverse, I feel like this person can literally see into the future that you are their person, but now they've got to convince you of it, or they've got to reveal it to you. We've got the Eight of Wands here. And when they do reveal it to you, I feel like things begin to move really quickly here. Conversation back and forth. We start texting each other, trying to get to know each other here. We have the Page of Wands. It feels like we begin by maybe talking in text, maybe keeping in touch in text, but it does feel like this is a new opportunity for you here to get some stability, happiness, fun with somebody here. Tell me about the High Priestess. What's the High Priestess revealing? It could be a Pisces that might reveal to you. It could be a Sagittarius, possibly a Capricorn. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Swords. Okay, so I feel like this person is sort of intimidated by your presence, I'm going to say. If you are somebody who's in the Empress energy, and whether you're feminine or masculine, you could be, because Taurus is feminine and Libra is masculine. So it feels like you're very good looking, or they see you as very good looking. They see you as very attractive. So attracting them, like pulling them in, it feels like. But it also feels like this person is, well, first of all, a little bit intimidated by your stature, I would say, and not only how you stand, not only if you're tall, not only if you've got a big personality, but I feel like this person knows that you're really successful in whatever it is that you do. So going along with this career thing, you're in this, right, the career reading that we had, you're in this place in life where you've got all of these options open to you because you've given your life stability. You've worked really hard on that, and you've worked really hard on yourself. So I feel like this person sees you as someone who might be quite wealthy, someone who takes really good care of themselves, like, you know, eats the right things, really works out. Maybe you're a gym person, and it feels like this person is thinking, am I just if I reveal this, am I just going to get my heart broken? Is what it feels like here. So this person is incredibly attracted to you, and in their intuition, they know that you are probably their person, and they see a future with you, but they just don't know how to say it. So this could be a feminine or a masculine who's going through this. It feels like there is going to be some communication coming up here. This person is going to make a decision to approach you, because the Knight of Wands is brave. So I feel like this person will be brave enough to approach you, but they don't know what to say. How will you know? I think that you will know by them feeling maybe a little bit nervous. It feels like a little bit uncomfortable in your presence. It feels like that. Tell me about the Four of Swords. What are they going to say? We've got Three of Swords here and Three of Swords here, right? And so this person is really scared to get their heart broken, but they want to get out of the chaos, and they want to calm themselves. And once they calm themselves, what will they say? But the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and we've got the Justice card. Look, it's all swords. This person's trying to get out of their head here, Virgo. They're really taken with you. It feels like this person wants to say the right thing or do the right thing, but they're worried that their words are going to come out wrong. So they're worried like you'll have too many differences of opinion. Five Swords are here. They're worried that maybe you'll just tell them to get away. They're worried that maybe they don't have enough of what you want. I'm just going to say we are talking about knights and empresses here. And the knight and the empress, or even the knight and the queen, are on different vibrations. So I feel like there is an age difference here, or there is a vibrational gap here. One has more life lessons, more wisdom than the other. One moves quickly. I mean, one doesn't move quickly. One makes decisions that are very solid and grounded. It feels like here, with the Hanged Man energy, that somebody here is about to make a sacrifice. I think somebody here is about to say something, because the Two of Pentacles is here, and that's the decision in the 3D, because I see that this person is my future, because I'm psychic, I'm a tarot reader, this person is the High Priestess, right? This person is somebody who knows. They have a knowing. So this could be you, this could be another person, but I feel like somebody has decided to go in perspective and hold back for a moment. We're going to go into the extended, and we're going to look at the rest of this and see what happens. What happens here? Do you ever get out of your head? Do they ever get out of their head? I think it's somebody who might be whoever this Knight of Wands is going to be the one who's going to pursue you bravely. So we're going to go into the extended. If you are interested in coming into the extended to see me talk about the rest of this or clarify the rest of this, then please go into the pinned comment. The pinned comment has a link for the membership area, which is where all the extendeds are. Also has a link for Hypsee. And right now there are a bunch of sales going on. So your pre-recorded readings, if you take the code, 10% off. Also that's for pre-recorded. For live readings, anywhere between 5 and 75% off, depending on how long I speak with you. And we're going to go into the extended. So if you want to be there, that's where we will be. If this is where we part, then that's cool, because I'll be back, because I'm always back, Virgo. Always going to be back with more readings. Love you guys, and I'm out for now. Bye-bye.